Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Real Sports Updates here. Back again with another video. So free agency in the NFL pretty much started. It's the legal tampering period. The teams are not allowed to to specifically say that they have reached terms with certain players, but it is a legal tampering period. Agents, players themselves, news outlets, they can report on it, and it's been a very, very busy day. I'm just gonna focus on my team, the Chargers. They pretty much fixed the big defensive issues that they had in the this first day of the new league year starting. So the first news to break in the morning time, no, I believe it was in the afternoon. Early afternoon was J.C. Jackson. He accepted a 5-year contract offer from the Chargers. I think it's 5 years, $82 million, $40 million guaranteed. And the Chargers, you got to give Tom Telesco a really good job. You got to give him a credit. He did a really good job on this contract. The way that it boils down, and there's a bunch of different language in it, but it boils down to where his J.C. Jackson's cap hit for this coming season will be $8 million. So it really puts the Chargers in a position to be able to do more, and that this is before cuts have been made as well too. There are going to be some cuts going on as well, and they haven't happened yet, but it will free the Chargers up to do a little more. And the news just dropped now that Sebastian Joseph-Day has accepted a 3-year offer from the Chargers. 3 years, $24 million, I want to say. 3 years, $25 million. Excuse me, a underrated signing is Austin Johnson, defensive tackle, formerly of the New York Giants. I was trying to look it up. I really didn't see the terms of his deal. It's probably a smaller deal, but it's still an underrated signing as well too. You get the best cornerback in my opinion on the market in J.C. Jackson. A guy who can play man, he can play zone. He's physical, and he's a ball hawk. He's got the most interceptions as a DB, I think, since he came into the league. So you get a guy who is, cut his teeth under Bill Belichick, knows exactly how to play the position, knows the ins and outs of it. So he is, in my opinion, the best cornerback available. And then you get two guys, you get two big defensive tackles. Austin Johnson, I wasn't really familiar with him. When I here and there I would hear his name. But he's a big guy, though. He takes up a lot of space. He's, I think he's 6'3", 315. Sebastian Joseph-Day as well, too. I think he's the same, 6'3", 6'4", 310, 315 or something like that. So the Chargers now have girth in the middle. They have guys who are, veterans, and they have, played a lot of football in their careers. And they're also big, and they also are known to be run stoppers as well too. Sebastian Joseph-Day played alongside of Aaron Donald. We know this, and Aaron Donald did get the most of the attention, and for obvious reasons. He's the best defensive tackle in the league. But Sebastian Joseph-Day really was a guy who was able to anchor the defensive line for the Rams outside of Aaron Donald. And he's a guy seen, when you watch Rams games, he's in the backfield a lot. And he plays the run really well. He is a guy who he's a bigger guy, but he seems to play with a lot of leverage as a bigger guy. So he looks like a pretty explosive athlete. So these guys are going to fit in very well with the Chargers. Are going to fit in very well with the defensive scheme that Brandon Staley has brought with him. And I said this in a video before, that the Chargers, some of their defensive woes, I think some of it was, obviously, the players just didn't play as well as they could, or to the best of their ability. But I think a lot of it had to do with, Brandon Staley being in his first year, and there being a lot of holdovers from the Gus Bradley defense, the Gus Bradley days. Gus Bradley was the defensive coordinator for a while, for the Chargers. I think going back to when they first moved from San Diego, I believe he was still the defensive coordinator. So, it was a completely different scheme. So you need different players that fit that scheme, and there's a lot of holdovers. So you had guys, pretty much playing out of position all season long, and by midway through the season, a little like 3/4 through the season, you were able to tell that okay, these guys are not, these guys are not the ideal fits for this type of defense here, and you can just see it, and there were obviously Bosa and Derwin James, you have guys who can play in any defense, but for the most part, you need guys that fit the scheme of what you're doing. So I think this really is a this really has been like one of the best days in Chargers history. To be honest with you, on paper, I'm not gonna put the expectations out there yet, but as far as free agency goes, and as far as the needed transactions, the Chargers really did their jobs today. They had the cap space, and they went out and they spent it wisely. So with these, the defensive additions now you're able to, go into the draft. You're able to draft for depth now. I think now the Chargers are probably going to go with the right tackle in the first round now. Now you can, because you have filled the positions that you needed to fill. You needed guys up front defensively. Now you got that. You needed help on the back end at DB. You got that. And you also needed a pass rusher, and you got that in Khalil Mack in the trade the other day. So the Chargers have really addressed their needs defensively. So I think now it really sets up for them to have a really good draft. If they can really take their time and go with guys who the scouting department really likes. I know Trevor Penning. I've been hearing his name a lot. Right tackle. I think he's from UNI. I want to say. I think that's who the Chargers are probably going to, if he's there, and there's a lot of teams who are really high on him. So if he's there at 17, barring a trade or whatever, I think that's who they will probably pick up, to solidify the offensive line from, left to right. But we'll see what happens going forward. I do think that this has been a very good day. And obviously the Chargers have had the best, they've had the best day so far out of all the teams, I would say. This is going to put the Chargers in a very fortuitous position in the AFC West, especially if this draft goes well and they are able to get some depth pieces, and they're able to round out the special teams unit as well too. I think this is going to be a very fruitful offseason for the Los Angeles Chargers, and as a fan, I can't help but to be excited. So this has been a very good day. I've just been sitting back, looking at Twitter, looking at the reporters, and Schefter and Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport, looking at these guys, and trying to see if I can just get some updates and stuff like that. But it's been a very good day for Chargers, Charger fans. I know it's been a very exciting day. But this is only the first step in the process of this. All of this is happening, and we're looking good on paper, but we're gonna have to go out there and we're gonna have to prove it. So can't wait till training camp and football season gets around the corner, because this really has been a really good day, and I think the front office of the Chargers, they should be commended for the job that they've done today. They really worked out a lot of deals, and a lot of team-friendly deals, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. All of these deals are team-friendly. Even the J.C. Jackson, it's a lot of money, but it's still team-friendly, and there's still a lot of room, for the Chargers to move money around in order to, get other assets down the line as well too. So definitely a great day. Can't wait for football season. Charger fans, man, let's go. That's all I got for right now, though. Don't forget to give me a like. Hit the comment section. Let me know who you think is the best signing that the Chargers made, and who you think the Chargers should draft. And if there's anybody else out there on the market who's going to come up as well too. There might be some other names coming up, and maybe they might There might be some guys who possibly want to take less money to come play in LA, but only time will tell. We'll see. We're only on the first day of this. We got many more days, and many more news cycles to come around this. So very excited, very excited. Yeah. So hit the like button, hit the comments, and thank you guys. See you later.